She said the first time I got on that thing and inverted, she said the look on my face, I looked like I was so relieved of the pressure.
And I will continue to use it for my back for many years to come.
It's been one of the best purchases that I've ever made in my life.
I have 6 grandkids, and I am able to get on the floor and play with them. Thanks for being there for me. I really appreciate it. Keep up the good work and stay upside down.
Man, it feels so good and just really relaxes you. I don't know that I'll ever not use this every day.
We use it every night right before we go to bed. We love our inversion table and we couldn't do without it.
I just really wanted to say thank you.
Wow. For 40 years, Roger Teeter has been bringing his inversion to people all over the world. 21 years just here at HSN alone. And imagine if you could have a 2021 without worrying about back pain. And that could be for any reason. Could be from sore, tired muscles, from sitting on your laptop all day, or it could be from more serious issues. Maybe you have sciatica or you have a slipped disc. I mean, it could be a number of reasons. If you have never tried inversion, I invite you to please stick with us at least for the next 10 minutes, if not the full hour, to learn what it can do for you. This is an FDA registered Class 1 medical device, and it takes 3 to 5 minutes a day. That is it. You get in, you lock in. When you invert, you are now actually decompressing the spine. And we're gonna get into all the nitty-gritty details, but just know it is a sense of relief like nothing else. And I want you to look here on the screen. This is what the FDA has said, that these type of, it's indicated to treat these type of issues: herniated discs, spinal curvature due to tight muscles, sciatica, muscle spasms, facet syndrome, the list goes on and on and on. But can you imagine a quick, in a matter of minutes, natural way to find relief from that back pain? That is why I invite you to stay with me for this hour. If you have tried the inversion tables from Roger Teeter, I invite you to call us. Our testimonial line will be open this entire hour, because your testimony and what you share could help somebody else out there who is missing out on life because of back pain. So I invite you to call us. It's a huge customer pick, and because we are celebrating the 40th anniversary, we have an amazing value for you today. A $160 savings on this table. Comes with a 10-year warranty, free shipping and handling, and 5 flex payments. So you could be $63.99 away from finding relief. And it's not just me, and it's not just people at home who are watching who can really enjoy a pain-free lifestyle. There are so many testimonials that we're gonna share in the next hour, one of which, my all-time favorite, it is so emotional. I want you to take a listen to Horace and how this has changed his life.
I was always an active person. I've always been physical. To have that come to a screeching halt was something I really couldn't live with. Physically, mentally, and emotionally, I was totally a grumpy old man. When I got my Teeter, that's when it all changed for me. And the more I worked my back, the more relief my back gave me. And that's when I knew that this machine really works. It's so simple and yet so effective. If it wasn't for the Teeter, I wouldn't be the person I am today. It put the smile back on my face. If I was face to face with Roger Teeter, I would cry like a baby, because what he gave me was my life back. And I thank him. I thank him for that.
You can just tell me in person.
Oh, God. Thank you, sir. I didn't know you were going to be here.
I love my job, and it's because of testimonies like yours. I wrecked my back, and inversion changed my life. This is not a gimmick. We're not just selling product. We're selling a changed lifestyle.
Yes.
So many people have written off their ability to move freely because of old age. No, it's the long-term effects of gravity combined with lifestyle, posture, and a whole lot of other things. Teeter's a way to fight back against that.
I can't thank you enough.
Isn't that amazing? An actual life-changing purchase that you can make for yourself or someone that you care about. That was Roger Teeter. 40 years he is celebrating now, bringing us new iterations with more innovations and more technology of these beautiful inversion tables. And it's become a family affair. His daughter Riley is also a huge part of the company now, and she's actually standing by live via Skype to take us through this presentation. Riley, we get so excited when we can bring something like this to people because so many of us suffer from back pain. So it's good to see you, my friend.
It's nice to see you too, Shannon. Thank you for having me. And I'm so excited to be here right at the start of the new year, because this is when we make the resolutions, the things that we're going to do to live our best lives. And that starts for so many people with having a healthy back, with feeling good again, whether you want to eat better, whatever it is. When you are debilitated by back pain, it overtakes your life. And this is a simple way to go to the source of the pain, right? Natural, non-invasive. We're not covering up the symptoms, no pills, no appointments, but going into that spot where it aches, and we're relieving the pressure and relieving the pain in 3 to 5 minutes. And all you do is lay back and relax and let gravity do the hard work.
Isn't that wild? 3 to 5 minutes. That could be all that's standing between people suffering back pain all day long and getting a little bit of relief without having to make appointments or drive anywhere. I mean, it truly is phenomenal. So I locked my legs in, and we're gonna try this together. And if you don't mind, for people who maybe don't know a lot about inversion, it can be a little strange to see. Maybe walk us through what's happening when we go back in our inversion tables.
Great. We have an animation that'll show you exactly what's going on inside of your body, and it's really simple. You're using your body weight and gravity to decompress the spine. So here you can see it. As he rotates, his weight is being used to pull traction. And this is going to target back pain in 4 different ways. First, you're stretching and relaxing those tense muscles. So if you have muscle spasm, muscle tension, this will naturally release all those aches, realigning the spine. Think about that. That's normally an appointment you've got to leave your house for. And here's the really big deal. It's the elongation of the spine that allows the disc to absorb nutrition, because they are like sponges and they don't get their nutrition from a blood supply. They rely on the moments when the pressure's off to get that hydration. And when they're at their full height capacity, they're healthier, they function better, and they allow the space for the nerve roots to exit from the spinal cord. And when there's pressure on those nerve roots, there's pain. So you can see why it works, why it's able to target those 10 major different causes of back pain. And they're major causes, but they're also incredibly diverse. I mean, they talk about sciatica, that's a pinched nerve. It also can be in your neck. You can have a pinched nerve in your neck, and this is going to help with that. Spinal degenerative joint disease, that's the same as osteoarthritis. Spinal curvature due to tight muscles. I mean, come on, who does not have that? You just need to look around in society to look how people are standing. We all have spinal curvature that's not good for us, that changes our appearance. General muscle tension, herniated discs, it could be a slip disc, a bulge disc, whatever you call it, this is going to help target that specific problem. Degenerative disc disease, spinal stenosis, facet syndrome, and muscle spasm. I mean, that is a huge number of conditions. And as you know, to be able to say that live on air, we had to go through, huge legal review, and it is FDA registered. So that is what gives us clearance to talk about those major conditions and say with confidence that with 3 to 5 minutes of using the Teeter, you will see a difference.
So speaking of the difference, now this is something that we're celebrating 40 years of your dad bringing these to the masses. But for someone who is looking into this, they're not all created equally. I mean, there's a lot of things that you need to know about inversion tables to make sure you're getting the best that you can get, because it needs to be safe, it needs to be easy to use. So Riley, maybe we can talk a little bit about that, maybe a little tour, just how we're gonna use this and how this one is different than others out there.
Right. Well, first of all, we are the only brand that's FDA registered for those 10 back pain conditions. So here's a big deal, right? We build the product to deliver on the benefits. The others, they came after we got popular. And I know copying is the best form of flattery, but they did it wrong. They looked to gimmicks. They put memory foam on their beds. Now remember that animation, the whole benefit comes from that traction and the elongation of the spine. If your spine can't slide, you can't get the benefits. And so just think if you went to the local playground and put memory foam on the kid's slide, it wouldn't work. So that memory foam stops your ability to get the benefits. But more than the decompression surface, we have the lumbar bridge. This is going to square your hips. This is completely unique to Teeter. And squaring the hips is so important because it's the foundation of your spine. And so when we get those in proper alignment, the rest of the spine more easily follows. You're getting the acupressure nodes that will help relieve that muscle tension, traction handles that allow you to get a deeper stretch. You're getting the over easy handles. All of these are upgrades for the show today. These are not on our standard entry-level model that is more expensive than this. So these are all big things that we've included. You're getting the Easy Reach ankle closure. Now, most of these items come 100% assembled. The entire unit almost comes 100% assembled. This ankle closure, 100% assembled. The bed, 100%. The frame, also 100%. Even the strap is on, the corner feet are on. You're gonna click these major parts together, and then you just have to put the handles on. So it's 3 machine screws per side, and it's ready to go. And as you said, the quality is also in all of that construction, not just from the moment that you put it together, but this is UL safety certified. That's a medical grade standard that makes sure that you're gonna be safe, because that's the other thing that the copycats don't do. They don't use the right steel. They use basic, ordinary steel that fails. It's been proven to fail. When we did the UL test, they stopped the test for time, and there was no damage, nothing wrong with our inversion table. My dad, Roger, jumped on, did sit-ups, and it was perfect. The other ones failed, broken, torn metal. That had somebody been on it, it could have been catastrophic. So that difference, the Teeter difference, is heat-treated, high-carbon steel and better steel. So these are things to consider when you're buying an inversion table. Is it going to give you the benefits? Is it designed to deliver you the results? One, so that requires FDA registered to be claiming all the different conditions. We are the only one. And is it UL safety certified? We are the only one. And here's that test that I was talking about. As you can see, that dashed line there, that's the standard set by UL. The minimum basic standard, right, for your safety. We surpass it.
Wow.
Everybody else failed at about 10%. I mean, they didn't even get close to that standard. So, I mean, yeah, they're cheaper. They are definitely cheaper. But what are you getting?
And this one too, you're doing the 10-year warranty. That's for the month of January. It's usually 5, but again, so much confidence in the product and ease of use. So maybe we go through how we're gonna use this now that we know what great quality is. I just hopped on. This is one of those great upgrades. Height, by the way, anywhere from 4'11" to, is it 6'6"?
4'8" to 6'6".
Oh my gosh, okay. So you hop on, right? Close this, kind of walk us through. That's locked.
Okay, Michelle, yeah, definitely. So what we first do is we find our height anywhere on the main shaft, and then you step in. And I want to show you that because it really is easy, because we want everybody in your house to be using it, but my husband and I have a big height difference. How long is it going to take you to adjust for each of you? It takes that long. You can see how I slid it. You simply find your height, so you're ready to go in seconds. And this is all marked here to remind you. Set your height, set your angle, lock your ankle. So you can preset the maximum angle of inversion to how far you want to go. And that's another upgrade on this table, that it's color marked at 20, 40, and 60 degrees, but you can pick any degree in between. And then from there, you simply step in. Now, the reason we set the height is because this is precision balanced and it works much like a teeter-totter. But believe it or not, Teeter is our real name, and we named it after the family, but it does work like a teeter-totter. So I like to think this was meant to be. So from here, it working like a teeter-totter, you can see that I am in complete control because my body mass is in the center of the table. Half my body weight's on one side, half my body weight's on the other. So I simply move my arm to rotate.
I'm doing it too.
You never have to go to full inversion.
It's amazing too. It's like simple physics. You know, as you lift your arm, you can control how fast and at what angle you go. But can I just tell you what it feels like? Oh, that's amazing. It feels like your spine can just breathe. That's the best way I can think to describe it, Riley. It's like you're stretching, you feel relaxed. I'm completely comfortable. 3 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes, that's all it takes, right? And then as you put your arms down, center of gravity, it's gonna pull you back up and you've got great handles. So my point is, really easy to use, complete control. Nothing's fast, but boy, that feeling, if you think your spine is doing this all day long, to be able to invert and just decompress, it is the best feeling in the world. That's why this is such a huge customer pick, why it's been here for 21 years, 40 years in the industry as a whole. This is a huge anniversary celebration on a massive customer pick. Back pain that ranges anywhere from just muscle tension to sciatica, pinched nerves, slip disc. This isn't just us saying you can do it. This is the FDA clearing it, indicated for use with those issues. Degenerative disc disease, spinal stenosis, herniated disc. I mean, the list goes on, but you could be 3 to 5 minutes away from finding a quick, natural way to get that relief. Now, Donna, she's been doing this a while. She's on full-on inversion. I did mine at a very subtle angle, Riley. It doesn't take a lot to start to feel those benefits, and you can work your way up or not. You could stay at a very comfortable angle the whole time, but you do start to feel those benefits very, very quickly, and you can control all of it. This is the version, the latest version with all the extra upgrades that Riley was talking about, but it's at the price of the basic model version. This is our huge anniversary celebration. It's actually a $160 savings right now to get it home, mostly pre-assembled. It does not take a lot of work to put together. Free shipping and handling, 10-year warranty. You're also getting a DVD that's gonna walk you through anything you might have questions about. You're gonna get all of those acupressure points. If you've got like some muscle tension in certain areas, you can customize where you get that extra pressure. You get the lumbar attachment, which is another upgrade, and that's the one Riley was talking about that helps to square your hips. It is very user-friendly. There's a reason it's so highly rated. I do invite any of you watching who have seen a difference to call us. We would love to hear from you, and our testimonial line is open, because that's the difference with something like this. I feel like as a network, we have so much to offer, and a lot of it are wants. They're things we want and we enjoy. This is something that is an actual need for so many people out there, and it can completely change your life. So I invite you, if you're ready to make 2021 the year of no back pain, to try this out. Get it home, free shipping. You have a full 30 days to try it. You need 3 to 5 minutes on this to start to feel that difference. So definitely give us a call. You can hop online. You can use our free app to get your orders in. Take your time and read the reviews. I'm big on testimonials as well when I shop. Speaking of that, it's not just people who use it. It's so many in the medical community who have testimonials about why they love these inversion tables from Roger Teeter. So I'd like you to take a listen to Dr. Fryer and Dr. Long, and then we'll get into some more details. Take a look.
So when you decompress, there is a lengthening of the spine. And by doing so, with a greater disc height, you've got more room for the nerves. There's less compression with the facet joints, and the spine is just much happier.
For the past 53 years, I've been a neurosurgeon with a major interest in chronic pain and dealing with many patients with back pain. Most patients tell me if they use their Teeter inversion table on a regular basis, they simply feel much better. No one has to do anything to you, and I think it's a very natural way to deal with the problem.
You gotta love that, Riley, being able to hear, medical professionals who are also huge fans of this table. And it's interesting over the years, it's been 40 years now, how much things have evolved and changed, and technology has now come into play. You guys actually have a wonderful app that people can take advantage of too. Do you wanna tell us about that?
Yeah, the app is amazing because it is 100% free. You are not getting a 30-day trial or a limited 1-year subscription. This is forever free, and you can go in and get these great tips and tricks, just how to make the table function the very best for you, but of course also teaching you the stretches and exercises that are going to help you target your specific pain. So if you have sciatica, you can find a class specifically on it. Wow. If you want to learn how to do stretches and exercises for better posture, we're not only going to teach you how to do that on the table, but also on the ground, helping you really move through your journey to wellness so that you can feel your best. And I really do love that that's free. And I think it's a huge part of why we do what we do. I mean, this was started by my dad because of his own journey with back pain. He had debilitating back pain in his 40s. And I mean, it was terrible. He could not get out of bed. He was crawling out of his bed, hands and knees, to get hot water on his back. And he lived that way for 5 years. Until he was introduced to inversion, and he was introduced to those gravity boots where you had to like bend over and hook it up and then full inversion. And he's an engineer, and he said, I could make something better. And you can see the proof is right there. From debilitating back pain in his 40s to now 82. And now those skiing shots were filmed this summer. He is out there skiing the course. He is killing it. He's in the Water Ski Hall of Fame, this guy. Like, he is incredible, but it is about taking care of your back, because I really want people at home to understand this. Yes, it is going to help you relieve the pain you have today, but this is really about getting a healthy spine. It is about decompressing the spine so that the discs can be rejuvenated with hydration and nutrition, because they are like sponges. We're going to watch a study done by Nachemson, who's going to show you exactly what's happening in your body when you're in all the different body positions that you are throughout the day. And here it is. So standing, 100% pressure in the standing position. And then they look at other things that we do and how they impact our spine itself. Now, we know bending over is difficult because they say lift with your knees, and you learn all this lifting instruction. But what becomes amazing is what's happening in your back when you're sitting. Now think about it. How much of your day do you spend sitting? You're sitting right now, probably, but did you sit in your car today? Did you sit in front of your computer at dinner? I mean, you name it. We spend most of our day sitting. Look at the pressure in your spine. It is huge. And remember, your discs don't have a blood supply. They're like sponges. They get their nutrition when the pressure's off, right?
Yeah.
So of course you go to bed at night, but there are still hundreds of muscles and ligaments that are holding your spine in background compression. And your discs will eventually hydrate. And in fact, you'll wake up in the morning the tallest you will be all day. But guess what? The study also said to get the pressure in your spine to at or near zero, you need to pull 60% of your body weight. And that's what we're doing with the table. We are simply helping the body help itself by taking all that weight off. The discs are able to rehydrate more quickly. They're getting that nutrition and that moisture that they need to get to their full height capacity, and that is going to help them be healthier. And the reason it only takes 3 to 5 minutes is because the pressure is at zero. And so it's kind of like filling a teacup. You could stay on the table longer. I want to be clear, like people that I know will stay on it, half an hour, sit and rock and relax and meditate. But it only takes about 3 to 5 minutes to get that decompressive stretch that is going to give you that right?
It is a total I always say this, it feels like your spine can breathe all of a sudden. If you think about just being crunched all day long. And when you read those reviews, there are people who say they do it multiple times a day. In the morning so they can get invigorated. They do it at night before bed so they can sleep better. There is no rules with it. We're just letting you know it only takes 3 to 5 minutes to start to feel that difference. And hey, we see that video of Roger and it is really impressive. The water skiing, I mean, he does more than I think I could do. But maybe your reason for this is just so that you can sit on the floor with your grandkids and play with them without worrying about how you're gonna get up. Or so you can pick up a little box and not worry if your back's gonna tweak and give out on you. There are lots of reasons that we want relief from back pain. And what I think is so phenomenal about something like this is it is FDA cleared and it's indicated for use for a myriad of reasons, from simple, you know, I say simple, but something like muscle spasm, tight muscles, on upward to herniated discs, spinal stenosis. I mean, these are major issues that it is by the FDA a registered class 1 medical device, and these in black and white right here are the indications for use. So sciatica, spinal degenerative joint disease, spinal curvature to tight muscles, muscle tension, just the everyday back pain that we deal with, and it goes on and on. Look at this: degenerative disc disease, spinal stenosis, facet syndrome, muscle spasm. So if you are watching this and you have any of these issues or even just subtle back pain and you want a simple, natural way to try and find that relief, I invite you to go ahead and try this. There's a reason it's been here for 21 years, and there's a reason that Roger and the Teeter family are celebrating their 40th anniversary bringing these inversion tables, because they work for so many people. And I love when we're able to not only bring it to you, but do amazing values. This anniversary pricing, this is with all of the upgrades and bells and whistles, costs less than the actual just basic standard version right now. It's $160 savings. 5 flex payments means that you can spread that cost out over the course of 5 months with no interest, and you get it right away after that first flex pay of $63.99. We are taking care of the shipping and handling. We also have a 10-year warranty on this. You get the DVDs, the Acupressure nodes, you get the lumbar support to square out your hips. Also, if you want to save even more, you can save another $20 if you have the HSN credit card and you want to use this. Type in this coupon code. This goes away at midnight. 181192, immediately we'll take another $20 off. So you will be at under $300 to get it home. And then on top of all of that, a full 30 days to try it. So the only thing you should be asking yourself is, what will I do without back pain? So let's see some more testimonials. We'll hear more about it, and we'll dive in again to how you're gonna use this and what you can expect to feel when you do it. But let's take a look at Nancy first.
My back started to really bother me. I don't want to go through life being less and less of myself. I want to be able to do everything and anything that I want to do. The first time that I laid on the teeter, I got on there, locked my ankles in, laid back, and it was just a relief. I knew it was going to work for me. It's beautifully engineered. It doesn't take up very much space in your house. It's very easy to schedule it into your life. You lay down, you relax, you can meditate for a few minutes, you get off, and you're a new person. The biggest difference the teeter table has made in my life is that I have physical freedom. I'm probably really boring, because when anyone complains to me about their back, I say, well, have you tried a teeter table? It helped me so much you have no idea.
It is phenomenal to hear all of the reasons people are using this, and it is people of all ages too. Something definitely worth noting: you could be in your 30s, you could be in your 80s. We can all benefit from this. But even injuries aside, Riley, as we age, just the natural progression of our bodies, something like this becomes more and more important over time, right?
Yeah, I mean, we cover back pain a lot because that's a motivating factor. When people have that debilitating pain, they're ready to make a change. But it is truly something that you're doing to maintain a healthy spine so that it functions youthfully as you age. It is a preventative measure, much like brushing your teeth is a preventative measure, or putting on great creams. And we can see it here. This is the proof. We know we lose height. We know that we change as we get older. But did you know that that's happening because of the soft tissue, predominantly in the spine itself, those discs? They are getting thinner. And one, that increases your chance of having pain, but it also decreases your mobility, your ability to be active, your ability to do that round of golf or gardening or any activity that you love is now compromised because you don't have the flexibility that you once had. So by decompressing and elongating that spine on a regular regular basis and giving those discs the chance that they need to hydrate, you are feeding them. Now, our discs do not have a blood supply. Take a look at this. So look at how pivotal your discs are throughout your entire spine, right? There's tons of them. They run all up and down the spine, and they're critical because they provide the space for the nerve roots to exit, and they give you that flexibility and shock absorption. But they don't have a blood supply. They're really unique in their makeup in that you are not getting a blood source to them that's feeding them and helping them stay healthy. They are actually like sponges, where they rely on the moments when the pressure's off to get the nutrition that they need to function at their best. Now, you saw that Nakhamson study. You're sitting all the time. You're doing these activities that are squeezing all that moisture out. And of course, you're also just a victim of gravity, or enjoying gravity if you like to stay on the earth, I guess. But, you know, it does its deeds to our body where you see that as you age. And that can be reversed. It can be prevented, not 100%, of course not. The same way the creams aren't going to keep you looking 20, I wish they would, but it is going to help you stave it off, keep it from happening as fast, and so that you can function better. And that's really what we see with my dad and with so many people. I mean, we have all these active seniors. Millie's one of my favorites because she's just a firecracker, and she's in her 90s. And in her 70s, she started inverting, and she decided to take up Taekwondo. And in her 80s, she became a 5th level black belt. She is a butt kicker, let me tell you, and she is spicy just like you would expect. And she talks about it as a maintenance program. She said, I use it just like I brush my teeth. I do it every day. I do it for 3 to 5 minutes, and she can kick her leg up over her head.
Wow.
Now, absolutely, that's not every single person out in the world. She made it her passion, and she worked hard to get there. But it made it a possibility. Right. And I know that what possibility do you have at home? I mean, there's so many things we want to be doing. And that's really what makes this such a great product. And that's what makes the reviews so amazing. Like I live and breathe by reviews. Before I buy anything, I read them. And so I'm really proud to be able to go onto the pages, any page, any website, anywhere, and read these reviews, almost all 5-star, and they're heartwarming. They're people that were scared. I know you're scared. I know you're looking at this and going, you want me to strap my ankles in and rotate upside down?
Well, you know what?
No.
Let's speak to that. Let's show it. I mean, because I know, and you know, if you've been doing it a long time and you get to like Donna's level, you could do full inversion. You don't have to do that though, Riley. Like, and I'm not that person that can do that. So I just hopped on, you adjust it to your height, and we can show everybody you could be full on inversion like Donna, or you can do like I'm gonna do. And I just want a slight angle because it's enough for me to feel a major difference. Everything is secure. I'm locked in on the ankles. And I want you guys to see how slowly it happens. Okay, it's not gonna fling you backwards. You lie down, and even from here, you control how quickly and how far you go, just from the simple physics of lifting your arms. Oh gosh, it feels so good. This is where I feel the best relief, and I may always do this, or eventually I can change the angle. You guys, you have complete control here, but it's the results that make that huge difference. When you start to think about things not in terms of, oh, I can't do that because of my back. Like, think how limited your life might be right now. Maybe you avoid doing certain things because you know your back could put you out all day long, or there are things you never thought you would do again. Maybe there's a chance that you do something like this for just a couple of minutes and you start to see relief and start to get back to doing things that you thought maybe you couldn't do again. This is an FDA-cleared Class 1 registered medical device, you guys. So, I mean, it's indicated for use for a myriad of different reasons, just from back pain to tight muscles to degenerative disc disease, sciatica. muscle spasms, facet syndrome. I mean, it could be the things that are a little more rare. It could be the things that are very, very common, but you could have a way to get relief. And I love that, Riley, you don't have to take a pill to do it. You don't have to make an appointment to do it. It's at home. It's easy to hop on. 3 minutes to 5 minutes, as many times as you want. A lot of people do it often because it feels that good and it's that invigorating, but it doesn't take a lot. So you don't have to be scared or intimidated.
That's right. I think that's such a huge point, is that it's easy from the minute you get it home. We, being on HSN as long as we have, it's been 22 years this year, we've read a lot of reviews, and I will tell you, the first thing they tell you is if they're unhappy with the assembly. And we have since modified it where it is almost all assembled. So this upgraded handle here that you're getting with the ankle assembly, 100% assembled. The bed is assembled. You do have to put one bolt through, but it was just not there as part of the packaging. So one bolt in the back. The A-frame is 100% assembled. You're simply going to open it and push down the spreader arms. Even the feet are on. The one thing you have to do is put on these handles. These are an upgrade as well. So your bonus handles you got to put on, but it really just clicks together. It's about 85% pre-assembled. And then you're just going to follow the guides on the table. Set your height. Now, I'm going to give you a couple tips as we run through it and also kind of pepper in some of the features as I go through it. So set your height. Pull it, find it. Now what we want to do is we want to set it tall enough. Now I want to point out that if you have a lot of weight in your upper body, you might have to set it 1 to 2 inches taller than your actual height, or if you have longer legs or something like that, because this is actually more about weight displacement than it is exactly on your height, because we want half our body weight on one side of the pivot point and half our body weight on the other. Now from here, we just close our ankles in, right? This is a big upgrade that you're getting. You are getting this easy reach handle. This was designed for medical facilities. It is a double lock system, so you can hear the teeth as it closes, but then a secondary lock flips into place as we rotate into inversion. You're getting the Ergo Embrace ankle cups. Now they wrap around your ankles, front and back. They have a hard outer backing for security and then soft squishy foam on the inside. So this is a massive upgrade that makes it very, very comfortable and very easy to use. And from here, you just lay back. And you can see when my arms are at my side, I'm upright. If you don't come upright when your arms are at your side, set the unit 1 to 2 inches taller. And then from here, your arms go over your head and you rotate into inversion. So it's that simple. I'm not getting stuck. Now say you didn't set it right and you put your arms at your side and you don't come back upright. Watch this. Arms are up, I'm upside down, and then you just bend your knees because we just need to move our weight footward and then we'll come back upright. But we've also included, this is an upgrade with this unit, is these large handles. So like training wheels on a bicycle, you can simply walk yourself into and out of inversion. And now I'm going to show you my favorite upgrade, because these guys are small, but they're mighty, because if you want all the benefits of going to full inversion, but you're not ready to rotate that far, but I guarantee you at some point you will be, because it feels amazing, but you can just reach up and push on these handles. And what I'm doing is I'm adding manual decompression. And remember how we talked about how the table rotates when you move headward? You can see that I'm manually lengthening my spine to move the weight towards the head end of the table. And so I'm actually rotating as I do it. But this gives you a much deeper stretch. And in combination with the lumbar bridge, which is also an upgrade that you're getting, this is really helping to open up the lower back. So if you have lower back pain, sciatica, herniated disc, anything in the lower back, this is really going to help facilitate the benefits. And of course, also the acupressure nodes, which you get 8 of, that you can put anywhere along this bed. And I do want to remind you, this bed is the big difference. That's why the Teeter table is FDA registered for those 10 back pain conditions, is because this is a special decompressive surface that is going to help your body get the benefits. If we put memory foam on this, you would sink in, you would stick in, and you would not get the results.
And you're getting the original technology here, obviously with the upgrades and the innovations as time passes, but something like this, it's really important not to go the route of imitators that don't have, you know, the FDA registration, that aren't indicated for the 10 uses that we have. This has a 10-year warranty as well, and it is the latest, most upgraded version, but at a phenomenal value tonight. I mean, again, this is the 40th anniversary for Roger Teeter and these Teeter Inversion tables, 21 of those years here at HSN as well. So, I mean, that is a huge stretch of time, and along the way, changing the lives of so many people. The reviews are there. Definitely read them. You get sucked into them. Some of them are so emotional and heartfelt, the difference it can make for people. So read the reviews. It has the reputation, has the history and the quality, and tonight we've got the value. It's a $160 savings. This is usually $479.95. We do these special pricings when we have big anniversary shows or special visits from the Teeter family. This is it happening right now. We've broken that down on 5 flex payments as well, so $63.99, and it's on its way to you. Free shipping and handling. That is a huge deal. We're taking care of the shipping. When you do get it home, you have a full 30 days to reap the benefits and see what kind of changes it makes to you and your life, in the way that you feel, in the way that you live. It is a family, you know, investment. Others can use it too. Full adjustability, as Riley was speaking to. But this is your opportunity to get it and to try it and to see what kind of a difference it can make for you, because back pain is debilitating. It is a life and a game changer. It can prevent you from doing the simplest of things. And if you feel like you've tried it all, or you're fed up and you want to have 2021 be a year where back pain doesn't get in the way, I'm telling you, this is definitely the opportunity for you to get it home and try it. So go ahead and get those orders in. You can call us. You can go to hsn.com. You can use our free app as well. Take advantage of this $160 savings and, you know, get on your way to living life pain-free. Let's take a look at some more testimonials. Again, there's so many people out there and medical professionals out there who have a lot to say about these inversion tables. We're going to hear now from Dr. Tantz.
The discs that sit here are like shock absorbers we have on the car. So when you get up in the morning, you may be 6'1". When you go to bed at night, you're actually about 6'1½". You lose 1/4 to 1/2 inch of height as these shock absorbers get squeezed and the water comes out of them. Then when you're asleep, they rehydrate. One of the advantages, I think, of Roger's device is that you can do this during the day too and give yourself kind of a break from the constant pressure on your back and on these shock absorbers to allow them to rehydrate by taking all the pressure off and letting them have some freedom. People that get on a standard routine and do it again and again do far better than people that go for 3 weeks of therapy and then re-injure again in a year, go for 3 weeks therapy. A daily routine, which is what Roger's recommending, I think is a very good way of getting your back in great shape so that as we stay vertical for our lives, we don't start breaking down later on.
So, Riley, as we come to a close on this hour, I'd love to give an opportunity to those who may be just joining us to kind of walk through again what we're offering here, what Inversion is, who it's for, and why just 5 minutes a day could make a huge difference in their lives.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a natural way to target back pain. Your body wants to be well. You just need to give it the opportunity that it needs. And that happens with this product because when we invert, you're using your body weight, the same weight that's compressive when upright, to decompress the spine. And what's so great about that is we are able to decompress the discs of the neck with just the head weight, on the discs in the lower lumbar with the entire body weight. Each area is getting the perfect stretch for its body, for itself. And here you can see what's happening, the 4 ways that we're targeting back pain. We're stretching and relaxing tense muscles. We are naturally realigning our spine. Think about that. That's typically an appointment that you have to go to. Yeah. And we are decompressing the spine to rejuvenate the disc and to relieve pressure on nerve roots. And those 4 different ways that we're targeting back pain is why we're FDA registered for so many different types of back pain, that we're able to say that we're FDA registered for muscle spasm and muscle tension, but also pinched nerves like sciatica or herniated disc that is specifically damaged inside the disc, or degenerative disc disease. All these different conditions are targeted or helped because of the decompression, of just the simplicity of using your body weight. And it is only 3 to 5 minutes because we're creating a unique situation where the pressure is off. It's 100% off. Because when you go to bed at night, you still have the equivalent of 25% pressure because of the hundreds of muscles and ligaments that encase the spine. They're holding it in background compression. And so yes, your discs will get the opportunity to get some nutrition. They certainly won't realign the spine because you're not getting that stretch, but your discs will get the chance to hydrate. It will take a long time. But with the Teeter inversion table, not only are you able to hydrate those discs much more rapidly with the pressure 100% off, and remember, the discs don't have a blood supply. They are not getting their nutrition regularly like the rest of our body is through our veins and the blood supply, but they have to wait until the pressure's off. They have to wait to absorb because they're like little sponges. They're soaking up the food they need to be healthy. But we're living a lifestyle that isn't conducive to that. We're not moving enough. And that movement, as you exercise or you do a lot of activities, it does help create a pumping action, but we're sitting all day. We're sitting to drive to work. If you're lucky enough, I mean, a lot of people are working from home, so they wake up and immediately are sitting there too. Right. You know, our entertainment's now on the couch. All these things that have us sitting almost all day long. That pressure is just double, 2.5 times that of standing. All that pressure is dumped into the discs and they take a beating and eventually they blow out. So this is a way to reverse that, to prevent that, and it takes just 3 to 5 minutes.
And not only that, it's something you can do for your body that you enjoy. Oh my gosh, you know what I mean? You don't have to dread this. It's not like some crazy workout or you feel like you're gonna be sweating or you're not, you know, restricting yourself from what you're eating. I guess my point is oftentimes the things that are good for us aren't necessarily enjoyable. This feels so good. And there are people, Riley, who they do it in the morning and they do their morning meditations, or they do it in the middle of the day when they've been sitting at a desk for half the day, or you do it right before bed. Completely up to you, but you would look forward to doing it, especially if you spend your entire day in pain. Think about that moment of relief you're gonna feel when your spine can finally breathe and decompress, and how relaxing it feels. And again, it's not just us talking about it. We should share some more testimonials because it really is great to hear how other people just like us are benefiting. Let's take a look at Kevin and Laura and why they love inverting.
I'm an iron worker. I've been an iron worker for 34 years now, and from when I first started, I had a bad back. When you have a bad back, you're limited. I tried everything. I got on the teeter, and then I just got upside down, and I stretched out, and the first time I twisted, I felt like this is something right here. I felt it like just alleviating, just stretching. Now I can go out, I can go play basketball, go walking with the kids. It doesn't matter, because I'm already stretched out. I'm limber. This is the best investment I ever made on my back. I'm a new person. That's what I came to be. I'm a new person. That's how I feel.
I have 2 bulging discs in my lower back. The pain at its worst was really a 10. I felt frustrated a lot of the time because I couldn't do what I wanted to do just in my regular daily life, but also, you know, with exercise, like that was out of the question. To be feeling that way this young in my life was really scary. Using the teeter is a really easy thing to work into my daily routine, and it helps to stretch your spine out. It's very relaxing, it's very centering. I truly love that it's in my own house and I can use it whenever I want. I'm not afraid to take a dance class or to take a yoga class, you know. I feel like I can do normal activities that other people my age are doing, and that gives me hope.
I mean, hope and possibility, and think of all the things you could do if back pain didn't get in the way. I think it's perfect timing that we have this happening in the beginning of January. If you want to make 2021 a year without back pain, right? We want to feel renewed and refreshed. this is such a great opportunity to at least just try it out, you know, and maybe you've shopped with us for a long time, you've seen inversion tables, it's been in the back of your mind, man, I should really try that at some point for my bulge discs or my sciatica or my muscle spasms or facet syndrome, all the indications that the FDA, it is registered and indicated for use for those. This is the opportunity to do it. We get these special visits where Roger and Riley and the family come and they give us a full education on it and amazing values to go along with it. It is a 40-year anniversary that we are celebrating, 21 years just here at HSN. This is the latest version with all the extra upgrades at a phenomenal value. It's a $160 savings for you tonight if you're picking this up. We're covering the shipping and handling costs as well. It comes to you 85% already pre-assembled, so it's simple to put together. Hop on, spend 3 to 5 minutes on it and see the difference it can make for you. If you want to order, you can call us. You can go to hsn.com. You can use our free app. The item number's right there, 638-925. Get it and be on your way to a year without back pain. It's really worth the try. You have a 10-year warranty on this as well. You have a full 30 days to try it out. And again, if you're just joining us, this is an FDA-registered Class 1 medical device. And here are the indications for use. It could be something as simple as back pain, just from sitting all day long. It could be sciatica, spinal degenerative joint disease, spinal curvature due to tight muscles, muscle tension. The list goes on and on. These are FDA-registered Class 1 medical device indicated for herniated disc, degenerative disc disease, spinal stenosis, facet syndrome, muscle spasm, all of these things that are keeping you from living your best life. This could be your opportunity to try something that requires no pills, no appointments. You own this equipment. It is yours to use anytime that you need to. So Riley, in our last few minutes, I mean, what do you want people at home to know about why they need this in their life?
I think it's pivotal that you take care of your body. Body in motion stays in motion, and there's things that you can make the choice to do that will help you along the way. And this is something where if you are in immediate pain, it's going to help bring you relief. If you want to avoid pain, it's going to help do that. I don't even have back pain, never have, but I think it helps that I use this pretty regularly. In fact, I have it in my bedroom, and I'm motivated to do it. My motivation is for the posture correction, but also just the stress relief. Like, this is an amazing reliever of stress, just like a massages where your back is realigned, you feel that stretch, you feel that release. And I do it like right before bed in my pajamas. I walk up to this thing in my bedroom, I decompress, I jump into bed, and you just have that warm feeling and just the ability to fall asleep easier. This is just such a simple tool, such a relaxing tool, an easy thing to do where you're not having to get motivated. Like you said, you don't have to get in special clothes. You don't have to devote a huge amount of time, but the benefits are massive. And if you don't believe me, get online and read these reviews. They are incredible. They're 5-star after 5-star of stories that are pretty moving. Just people that were in debilitating back pain, much like my dad was in debilitating back pain, where they were having to modify their lives to accommodate a condition that they thought they would always have.
Right.
And there aren't a lot of options when you have back pain. There truly, truly are not a lot of options. They're scary, invasive. They deal only with symptoms. They take a lot of time. They take a lot of money. They have a lot of risk. You know, this is something where it's simple. I mean, since 400 BC, this has been going on. You know it's got to work. And if it doesn't, if for some reason it doesn't work for you, you can return it. This is pretty minimal risk to you personally to just give it a go. See if it can do everything that we're saying it can do. See if it does everything the reviews say it will do. And imagine if it does. If it does that for you, how different this next year will be.
Wouldn't it be nice to not have back pain in the back of your mind all day long based on everything that you do, from just sitting down to activities maybe you used to love and you don't do anymore? That's what we're talking about. And you're so right, Riley. The risk versus reward is a major difference here. I mean, it could be one of those actual life-changing purchases. And that's why we get so excited when we do have Roger here and Riley here and we're able to bring this to you. And it's a full education that you get too. I love that we just got to spend an hour, Riley, helping to educate people who are watching, hopefully answer the questions you may have had about it and give you the opportunity to get it at a value like this. So last time I'll walk you through, it's $160 savings right now to celebrate the 40th anniversary, free shipping and handling, 5 flexible payments. We do have a 10-year warranty for the month of January for the visit here, which is phenomenal. You get it home 85% pre-assembled already. Try it out. You have a full 30 days to try it and see the difference that it can make for you. And I think it will really set off 2021 for a lot of people in a phenomenal way, don't you?
I do. I mean, I know it will. I know it'll change your life. It's changed so many people's lives already.
Yeah, absolutely. And we have so many testimonials. I know we don't get to all of them, but we mentioned reviews. It is really important. I think it's very inspiring for people too. You can go right to our website and you'll see it right at the top. You can click on the stars and read through those reviews and see what people say. It's a 4.7 star rating out of 5. And that is huge, especially, Riley, when it comes to personal health and wellness items. It is a very subjective thing because we all have different issues and different experiences. So to have ratings that high, you and your family must be so proud.
And hundreds of them, hundreds and hundreds of those reviews. And yeah, we're really proud because not many products get that level of review and not that many lives are changed typically by a product. This is something that it's a passion of my dad. I love having him here to give you the presentation because it truly comes so much from his heart, from his own experience. And he's sad not to be here with you guys today, especially given that it's a new year, and I know this is when so many of you guys are making a commitment to a change. So thank you very much, Michelle, for your time. I appreciate it. You guys, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Give your dad our best, okay?
Will do.
All right, we will see you guys bright and early, 7 a.m. tomorrow. So you can definitely tune in for that. You all have a great night though, Riley. We'll see you soon.
All right, thanks. Bye.
Bye. And thank you for shopping with me, everyone. We've got Adam coming up with another look at our Today Special. But before we go, I want to leave you with a little more inspiration for a healthy and well 2021 as we end this hour with the Teeter Inversion Table.
Lower back, posture. Working for the Teeter Inversion Table is absolutely fantastic. So I couldn't recommend it highly enough to anyone out there who suffers any sort of lower back pain.
My mom said the first time I got on that thing and inverted, she said the look on my face, I looked like I was so relieved, the pressure.
And I will continue to use it for my back for many years to come.
It's been one of the best purchases that I've ever made in my life.
I have 6 grandkids, and I am able to get on the floor and play with them. Thanks for being there for me. I really appreciate it. Keep up the good work and stay upside down.
Man, it feels so good and just really relaxes you. I don't know that I'll ever not use this every day.
We use it every night right before we go to bed. We love our inversion table and we couldn't do without it.
I just really wanted to say thank you.